What important personal victory of Kate's might help Meghan in her own battle? Why does it seem like William and Harry's relationship keeps getting worse? And how do the Cambridges break royal protocols? Welcome to OSSA. I'm Joy, and let's go into full royal experts mode. Exemplary royals? In recent years, Prince William and Kate Middleton have received relatively less media attention compared to Harry and Meghan's insane exposure. Yet, with all the turmoil the royal family has faced, including Megxit and Prince Andrew's scandal, William and Kate remain the comforting, stable and beautiful face of the British monarchy. But that's quite a challenging task. So what struggles hide behind their bright smiles and seemingly perfect life? The tabloids feed us with contrasting headlines, from Kate and William being furious about the doubled workload since Megxit, to them feeling relief and confidence in their royal roles. Well, the truth seems to lie somewhere in between. Yes, Harry and Meghan's decision to leave was a huge shock to everyone, including the Cambridges. The workload had to be reconsidered and the royal family's peace needed to be restored. Yet in between all the fuss, Kate Middleton managed to get a rare personal victory. But not over Meghan as many have thought. And we're back to the royal media war. The June issue of Tatler magazine reported that the Duchess of Cambridge feels exhausted and trapped, and is furious about Harry and Meghan's royal exit. The cover article, Catherine the Great, also criticized Middleton's mothering skills and even claimed that Prince William is inappropriately obsessed with Kate's mother. While the royals rarely comment on the endless gossip about their lives, this time Kensington Palace could not ignore the allegations. The official statement read, "This story contains a swathe of inaccuracies and false misrepresentations which were not put to Kensington Palace prior to publication. The tabloid was asked to take the article down, but Tatler refused to do so. Kate responded with a lawsuit which she won, and the article was later edited. This small victory in one battle against negative press appears to be an important milestone for the royal family, and it may even serve as a base for Harry and Meghan's upcoming High Court case against the Mail on Sunday, which will be held in January." What changed after Megxit? Well, with Harry and Meghan moving to LA, William and Kate experienced additional media pressure. And of course, they had no choice but to cover up for the Sussexes and support the Queen in numerous royal appearances and engagements. It's no secret that many people question the strict monarchy relevance in the 21st century, and it seems like now it's up to the Cambridges to carry the royal family forward. The Cambridges have become more open while speaking with people and organizations. They give vivid updates on their children and even look more relaxed. Whether it's due to Megxit or to their upgraded royal roles, Kate and William are making solid steps towards becoming the people's prince and princess. Royal experts claim that William no longer feels overshadowed by his younger brother, and now he eagerly takes on royal engagements that were previously better suited for Harry. And his recent documentary, A Planet for Us All, may be seen as proof of this. William, who's been previously called hot-headed and petulant by the press, is truly becoming the people's prince. And Kate Middleton has recently got the nickname Children's Princess from fans and social media. The Duchess has done the biggest ever open survey on childhood development in the UK and is actively working with children's patronages. The royal couple seems to be subtly changing the monarchy to make it more approachable by the time they get to the crown, and all the little things count, like the royal family's stiff upper lip policy, dress code, etc. But of course, everything is and will be done with due respect to tradition, since the royal power couple is using tools from the ex-royals too. And it looks like Meghan and Harry have given Kate and William a good lesson in social media presence. Over the last year, the Cambridges have made their Instagram account at Kensington Royal less formal, with personal messages and inside looks at their daily life. In May, they changed the name from Kensington Palace to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. That small yet important upgrade kind of follows the former Meghan and Harry's @Sussex Royal Instagram, which became the main channel for the couple's public announcements. And in terms of the pandemic, the Cambridges partly switched their in-person appearances to video calls, documenting them via Instagram. Some royal experts also noticed that both William and Kate, who used to be more reserved than Harry and Meghan, are now trying to be more fun, as the public still needs royals with that type of personality. The Cambridges tease each other during video calls, try to make jokes, and look more relatable. William and Harry's alleged feud. I bet there isn't anyone who hasn't heard of Harry and William's rift or the so-called Battle of Brothers. First, they were two princes with brotherly love and healthy competition. Then Kate stepped into the game and they became known as the Royal Trio, or the Three Musketeers. The three even shared an apartment, and William didn't lose a chance to poke fun at Harry for stealing food from their fridge. And then came Meghan. Although all of them were dubbed the Fab Four, the media instantly inundated us with endless speculation about rivalry, hate, scandals, offenses, and judgment between the royal brothers and their wives. Reportedly, William thought that Harry rushed into the marriage, and Kate didn't like Meghan at all. Some of the news reported was pure fiction, but the brothers did admit that they're not as close as before. Yet they let each other live their different lives. As Harry said in the documentary, as brothers, you have good days and you have bad days.
We're brothers, we'll always be brothers. We're certainly on different paths at the moment, but I will always be there for him, and as I know, he'll always be there for me.
But what changed after Harry and Meghan's move to LA? Well, the recent news doesn't look like the brothers are working on their relationship. According to The Mirror, for Harry's 36th birthday on September 15, the royal family held a group Zoom call, but reportedly Kate and William missed it. The Cambridges were out attending royal engagements, presumably during the time of the call. Still, the couple shared a special birthday message for Harry on their Instagram account. And yes, their birthday wishes became another subject of controversy. William and Kate chose a photo of themselves racing Harry at a 2017 event for Heads Together. Of course, royal fans couldn't ignore the fact that Meghan Markle was absent from the picture. While the royal protocol dictates that spouses aren't included in pictures celebrating royal birthdays, it still looked kind of awkward that Kate was in the birthday photo and Meghan wasn't. Do you think it's just a coincidence, or have the royals not accepted Meghan? Tell us in the comments. Challenging royal parenthood. Kids are the sweetest members of the royal family, and luckily we've been able to see more of the cheeky Cambridge children recently. But raising 3 kids is not an easy task, even for the royals. Or perhaps especially for the royals. The Cambridges are doing their best to give their children as normal lives as possible. As Kate previously shared, she hopes to emulate the upbringing she had, with plenty of time outdoors, cooking together with the kids and having fun as a family. Still, for Kate and William, who moved to Norfolk during the quarantine, homeschooling appeared to be really challenging. As Middleton told BBC, "It gets a bit hectic, I'm not going to lie. Children have got such stamina. I don't know how, honestly." Prince William revealed on that Peter Crouch podcast that his patience is a lot shorter than he thought it was, and trying to keep the children engaged in some kind of work was pretty challenging. That's been the biggest eye-opener for me, and that my wife has such patience. "I have to admit I'm a bit embarrassed about my maths knowledge. I can't do Year 2 math," he added. The Cambridges admitted that, like every other parent, they were thrilled and relieved to have their kids back in school after a long 5 months. Yet the little Cambridges occasionally attend public engagements and are becoming more empowered as their parents softly prepare them for their royal roles. Recently, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis were excited to meet a very special friend of the family, broadcaster and naturalist Sir David Attenborough. 7-year-old George is a big fan of the filmmaker, but reportedly he played it cool during the meeting. With the little Cambridges publicly asking questions for the first time, they're learning how to speak into a camera, act confidently, and to help to raise awareness of the challenges of the natural world. While Kate Middleton is a mother of 3 already, she's always followed by pregnancy rumors. Royal fans keep hoping that there's a plan for baby number 4, and they're pretty vocal about it. During Kate's visit to Northern Ireland in 2019, people were shouting "number 4", and the Duchess did not ignore the message. However, her reply was, "I think William would be a little worried." Unfortunately, William did not comment on that. The senior royals' attitude. With Kate and William's new responsibilities, the couple appears to be even more engaged in the royal routines than Prince Charles. The royal power couple actively support people serving on the front line of the pandemic via numerous video calls, remote hospital openings, and a visit to 111 NHS Centre. Recently, the Cambridges filled in for the Queen at the first diplomatic visit since before the pandemic lockdown. Prince William and Kate Middleton met the Ukrainian president and his wife, and that is solid proof of Her Royal Majesty's trust, as well as the Cambridges' growing importance in the seniority of the royal family. And the Queen continues to delegate new responsibilities to William and Kate. In October, she and her husband Prince Philip handed over the reins to 2 of their favourite environmental patronages to Prince William. Now the Duke of Cambridge will take care of Fauna and Flora International, FFI, the world's oldest international wildlife conservation organisation, and the British Trust for Ornithology, an organisation that aims to protect local bird species. And these new patronages suit William just perfectly, as he becomes more and more involved in the question of nature conservation. In addition to his recent documentary, A Planet for Us All, William launched a very important initiative, the Earthshot Prize. Kensington Palace calls this venture the most prestigious global environment prize in history and believes it will help to find the solution to the world's greatest environmental problems by 2030. Prince William admitted that he's always loved nature, but fatherhood has influenced his conservation efforts. Now I've got George, Charlotte, and now Louis in my life, your outlook does change. You want to hand over to the next generation the wildlife in a much better condition, he shared in his conversation with Attenborough. As for Kate Middleton, she recently got a new job that no other woman has held before her. The Duchess is now joint president of the Scout Association. Many sources report that Catherine has become a great comfort to the Queen, who is proud of how well her granddaughter-in-law balances her stressful royal life with being a good mother and wife. And perhaps all those factors and more than a decade of being in the spotlight are finally letting the Cambridges be more relaxed. Yes, William and Kate have been recently spotted breaking royal protocols. The couple started showing PDA, namely holding hands, which they've avoided for quite a long time. Also, Kate broke the Queen's dress code when she wore a black suit to the Natural History Museum. And these rule breakings might as well be intentional, showing how William and Kate are slightly moving away from the image of stuffy and rigid royals. Do you think the Cambridges are doing it right? And will they eventually change the perception of the royal family? Tell us in the comments, subscribe to our channel, and please, stay awesome!